Morning, guys. Welcome back. Right, just a little bit of Manchester United news again. So we're not sure the sale is going to go ahead now, which is probably a little bit more obvious in the fact that there's been no reports of an offer going in. But obviously, from what I've read, there could be a consortium looking to be put together from the UAE, and that basically means that they put feelers out there to see what the understanding is of selling the club, which, like I said yesterday, I believe the club's up for sale. The right offer, the Glazers will sell. They're not interested. They're not earning money from it. They had to sell it a couple of years ago when Jim Ratcliffe bailed them out. I believe they want out. I do. But they want out at the right price. They're at the age where they could spend the billions. And it's not a business, it's a football club. So they're not earning bags and bags of profit. They've tried to run it like a business. They've made us far more valuable. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking that away. But also, they've created a shit ton of debt and got nowhere with it, really. So, yeah. So, really, that's at a standstill at the minute. And, I think they can sell it at the highest share value till 2027, I think, February. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I think if it's going to happen, it's going to take a little while. I can't see why it won't happen in the long run. As before you set up a consortium to take over Manchester United, you would need to put the feelers out there, which is probably what Turk Shazim or whatever, Turk Alazim, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name again. It's probably that's the reason why he put it out there, because he knows that there's a group of people probably going to collaborate to put the money together to try buy Manchester United, which would be great. All good. But that's not going to happen quickly. So in the short term, I think we'll put that on the back burner. I hope that comes to fruition. But right now we've got a Liverpool game coming up, and we've got Liverpool with a few new injuries that have just emerged over the last couple of days. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on those, because you never know with media reporting injuries. And obviously Liverpool's never going to come out and say. So yeah, and then I think the biggest news to come out so far this morning is the Casemiro news, which is they're looking to extend Casemiro's contract, but his salary is key. He needs to take a lower cut salary, I believe. Whether he does that or not, I don't know. I watched the Casemiro little documentary that Manchester United brought out last night on YouTube. Very, very much worth the watch. Bit frustrating that he wasn't speaking English. He's been here a while now. I would have thought that he'd have been able to speak English. So we've got a guy in the midfield that literally can't speak English. So very strange. But yeah, it looks like Fabrizio's reported it as well. ESPN, Manchester Evening News. Yeah, they're all in the Daily Mail, which, you take with a pinch of salt, but they're all reporting the same story. So it looks like they are looking and evaluating Casemiro's contract. From what I've seen in the documentary last night, he works very hard. He's an inspiration to all the young lads. And fingers crossed, he can get back to something like he was. I mean, he has been one of our better players this season, a lot better than last season, but he's turned up this season, looks in shape, ready for the game. Probably one of our better players this year. But when you've got two players like Casemiro and Bruno that both want to just go for the ball and not hold a lot, leaves the midfield very exposed. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at with that. looks like we might be looking at a loanee. Does that say? Let's have a look at that. Needs to be national river. I'd just probably say crap. Portuguese coach, despite following appointment alike. They don't half speak some crap, do they? Honestly. Just if you're looking at a loanee, why don't we? Yeah, you see, they've not really put anything in there. Frustrates me, the news. Sends, what was that? Layman, what? Something about layman leaving the staff with good training. I don't know. Anyway, the news, yeah, so that's basically a roundup of the biggest news today. Obviously, one, the takeover's over. Well, it never got started, has it? But the rumours are out there, so obviously it's circulating as well that they're looking at putting together a consortium and trying to bring some ex-players on as ambassadors for that consortium, which I don't mind. I can accept it, I think. But truthfully, I think if we have a consortium takeover, it'd just be easier to get rid of everyone that's needed in the background. Let's just have a fresh start. Get some footballing personnel in that understands what they're doing in every aspect, and just rebuild the club from there. Because as much as it's good to have an ambassador, you know, Rio, Gary Neville, Rooney, these guys aren't going to have an influence on the club on the pitch. So let's just go forward as is. But yeah, let's take it from there. So yeah, as you see, I'm ready for work. I'm going to head out in about 5 minutes. So I just wanted to get this video done, and then we'll come back if there's any news during the day. I'm just double checking to make sure there's no more news being called up today. But yeah, I don't think there's anything that's substantial. Obviously, with the qualifiers going on at the minute, it's a bit quiet on the football side. I see Kobe Mainoo's training away in the heat. Lizania Martinez in that documentary is also in the gym training, so he's definitely making his way back to full fitness. Casemiro has great things to say about him, so that's always worth having a watch just for that. I love Martinez. He's what we miss from the club, what we miss from a lot of the players. His heart and desire. Reminds me of like the old Roy Keane or Robson, you know, Pallister kind of days when they had a fire in the gut and they wanted to win the ball, they wanted to win for the team, never give up to the dying minutes. Yeah, so I love it when he's on the pitch. I think he's amazing. Could he play in that holding midfield player role? I mean, possibly. It's a tricky one because obviously he's not played there really for Manchester United. You had Eric Ten Hag saying that wasn't his natural position. His natural position is centre back. But then on the other side, there's not too much difference between centre back and holding midfield player, apart from movement side to side. So, you know, I'm a football coach myself. I teach grassroots, which is a bit different, but I take it quite to heart. You know, I try to get the best out of the players week in, week out. Not bothered about winning or losing as much. Obviously, I am. I like the, but I try to tell them it's more performance related that I'm happy with. As long as they get the best out of themselves, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think there's not much difference between holding midfield to a centre back, and especially if you're there to just hold the ball up, win the ball back, make the right decisions at the right time. So could Martinez fit in there? You know, Yoro and Dillet stay at the back. So, but yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Obviously, big Liverpool game coming up. So come on, boys. Hope everybody's having a good day, and I will be back either later on tomorrow. Probably maybe record one in van tomorrow and fire that through. So, yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Do like and subscribe, new channel. So, love you all. Bye bye.